Russia to deploy nearly 50 Satan-2 nukes, warns Putin ally as chilling test launch pics show 26 feet hole left by missile. A Putin ally has bragged about how Russia is set to deploy almost 50 of its unstoppable Satan-2 nuke. Dmitry Rogozin's boast came as he showed off a huge crater made in a test launch of the missile in a chilling warning to the West. Putin crony Dmitry Rogozin showed off a crater caused by the Satan-2 nuke in a bid to scare the West. Credit, East to West. The terrifying nuke can strike targets at almost 16,000 miles per hour. Credit, East to West. Standing at the colossal height of a 14-story tower block, the 208-ton RS-28 Sarmat missile is capable of striking targets at almost 16,000 miles per hour. The world-ending nuke can also carry 15 warheads and has the potential to obliterate an area the size of the UK in a single blast. In the latest in a series of attempted scaremongering by Russia, Putin crony Rogozin, head of the Russian space agency Roscosmos, highlighted a 26 feet deep hole made using the nuke without an atomic warhead at a training range in Kamchatka. He said, "With the nuclear charge, such a crater at an enemy site will be very large and very deep, and radioactive. And not just one, but exactly as many as the most powerful nuclear missile in the world will deliver to the territory of a fierce enemy. And we will soon have almost 50 such Sarmats, known in the West as Satan-2, on combat duty." It remains only to advise the aggressors to talk more politely with Russia. Rogozin, a former deputy prime minister and Putin's super loyalist, has made several recent threats of nuclear strikes against the West involving Satan-2. Rogozin announced almost 50 will be deployed by autumn. The intercontinental ballistic missile has a range of 11,200 miles and can strike at targets at 15,880 miles per hour after flying in outer space or via the North or South poles. For his latest threat, he used footage from Russian TV channel Zvezda, run by the Defense Ministry. A Zvezda TV journalist Alexander Kursky said at the Kura military test site on the Kamchatka Peninsula, "This crater left by a Sarmat test launch just strikes my imagination. No warhead, but the depth is 8 meters, 26 feet, and diameter 20 meters, 66 feet. Rogozin, who is in charge of Russia's part in the International Space Station, last week boasted to schoolchildren and students that Satan-2 could demolish half the coast of a continent of a Western enemy. 2 weeks ago Rogozin threatened to expunge Ukraine from the map and destroy the West in half an hour. The 58-year-old Putin ally added, "In a nuclear war, NATO countries will be destroyed by us in half an hour. But we must not allow it, because the consequences of the exchange of nuclear strikes will affect the state of our Earth." It comes amid repeated threats to unleash atomic weapons on the West, with Russian state TV claiming Britain could be bombed back to the Stone Age in 10 minutes using Putin's unstoppable 7,000 miles per hour new Zerzan weapon system. Politician Alexei Zurevlyov and another TV propagandist Dmitry Kiselyov had earlier suggested striking Britain with Satan-2. Zurevlyov threatened to nuke Britain with the hypersonic missile in 200 seconds and obliterate Finland in just 10. Rogozin has also warned that NATO countries can be destroyed within half an hour in a nuclear attack. Meanwhile, Russian state TV also threatened to wipe Boris Britain off the map for supporting Ukraine. And Putin has warned he will use nuclear weapons against the West if anyone interferes in Ukraine. Russia successfully launched the missile earlier this month, with Putin warning the test was food for thought for those who try to threaten Russia. A video showed the killer missile being launched from an underground silo, triggering an enormous fireball. Putin ally Rogozin warned Russia will have almost 50 Satan-2 nukes by the autumn. Credit, East to West.